Colorado.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. We have a really great Sunday for you guys in store. We're going to see with our friends over in Utah. They're going to give us a really wonderful experience in the kitchen. It's back to school. We're going to find out how we can not only make a great back to school dinner, but turn it into the next day for lunch. I love that idea, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have Robbie with local sports and so much more. Sit back, relax. Your Good Morning Vail for Sunday starts right now. The greatest thing about being out here is we have something going on all year long as far as entertainment purposes. Now, Oktoberfest continues in Vail today. It's still going on, rain or shine. We're going to have a great time. Get your steins, listen to the amazing live music that they have, and of course, incredible food. So I will see you guys up there in Vail today after the show. It's Oktoberfest that continues on, and it's in October. We like that. Not really. It's September, but we still love Oktoberfest no matter what month it is. So get ready for that and so much more.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Liz. Emily from Utah has some great tips for us. Now, back to school is taking place. She's an amazing nutritionist, so she's going to give us some great ideas, not only for back to school dinners, but how you can parlay them into lunch the next day. Let's take a look and learn some great stuff.
Welcome back. Right now I'm here with Emily Davis of Whole Essentials Nutrition. She's got a great recipe for us for back to school, for those busy nights. Emily, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to share this with you. Like you said, it's back to school, and so I came up with a couple of different recipes, a quick and easy family dinner that can be then turned into an easy school lunch for the kids.
What more could we want, especially since everything you make is healthy and simple. And in fact, you are a holistic nutritionist. Tell me about that.
Yes, so holistic meaning kind of whole body. I can't just think of like the food, even though that's my my passion, my focus, but I have to think of all the other parts of someone's health and wellness when I counsel with people. So yeah, I mean, this is what I love to do, to share recipes and to show people how quick and easy it can be. You mentioned like healthy. These are gluten-free, dairy-free recipes. And I'll go over some of the things that maybe if someone is allergic to eggs, there are eggs in this recipe, but you could make a substitution for that too. So yeah.
So let's dig
Easy.
right in. What do you have for us?
So the easy, quick family dinner is a chicken Caesar salad, Caesar-esque, because I'm adding some vegetables to it. So I've got romaine here, I'm adding some kale, we're gonna make a Caesar dressing, I'm adding some pepita seeds, those are pumpkin seeds if you've never had those before, and then some tomato. I have pre-cooked the chicken. We didn't really have time for that, but this is so quick and easy too. So I did this in an Instant Pot, 8 minutes. If they're fresh chicken, 10 to 12. If it's frozen chicken, if you've got something in the freezer to throw in. If you had a slow cooker, that would be great too. Just put it in the morning of, come home, it's done. Or do this the night before. I mean, don't overcomplicate things.
Do you add anything to it when you put it in the crock pot or the Instant Pot? Do you add chicken broth or water or seasonings?
This time I did, but you don't have to. Really, it's just the water underneath, a little bit of salt. This time I added a little bit of veggie broth, but you don't need to, because we're gonna add the dressing to it. It's gonna be flavorful. So in this case, you don't need to.
One less thing to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to jump in and show you the dressing. I am making the Caesar dressing myself. I make all of my salad dressings and sauces, marinades myself, because there just are so many added ingredients in the things that you find in the store. So for those reasons, we're doing it ourselves.
But those are the hardest, at least for me, to make. I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
so intimidated by creating these dressings and such, because
I mean, I think it can be intimidating, but like hopefully you'll see like this is easy. So I think I've got the ingredients to display on the screen for you. I'm using olive oil, apple cider vinegar. The Caesar dressing is not Caesar without some fish sauce, salt, pepper. I'm adding some ghee, which is clarified butter, mustard powder, garlic, and egg. So there's a couple more ingredients in something like this, but most dressings that I do are maybe 3 or 4 ingredients. It really is pretty simple.
and this really is a healthier option than buying the store-bought kind.
Yes, yes. The dressings that you find in the store, they're, if you need to be gluten-free, oftentimes there are ingredients in there that contain gluten. There's preservatives, there's added sugar, there's added salt, there's all sorts of additives. Yeah, I don't want that in my body.
But
So
if you are in a rush, you could pick that up and
absolutely.
put it together even quicker.
Absolutely. You're looking for whole ingredients, you know? So again, like trying to look for the salad dressing that doesn't have those added sugars and salts and preservatives as much as possible. So, a couple of eggs, a couple of garlic cloves. I'm putting all of these things in the blender with the avocado oil last because we're going to emulsify it. So, a little bit of
Do you
salt.
need a blender for this in particular? Can you mix it up on your own, or does it really need to have the blending power?
Yes, it does, because we're going to emulsify. Good question. But you don't necessarily need something like this. If you had a handheld or immersion blender, that would be just as good. And those are, you know, 30 bucks. So yes, you do need a blender. I just need about a half a teaspoon of each of the salt and pepper. I guesstimate. You'll kind of see.
I do that as well, but not as good as you do it, I'm sure.
But I will measure just to show you I can. So apple cider vinegar goes next. We just need about a tablespoon of that. We're going to juice a lemon.
Of course, a fresh lemon is preferred.
Fresh lemon. So again, if you buy the lemon juice that's like already been juiced, or the lime, it's got preservatives in it. And it takes away from the nutritional value. So as much as possible,
And I
using
think it's more
fresh.
flavorful when you use the fresh.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to get a lot more flavor, a lot more nutrition.
I was having a conversation with my son who loves to cook, and maybe you can answer this for me. Do you keep your lemons in the fridge or on the counter?
I keep mine in the fridge, but if I were using them quickly, the countertop would be fine. But what did he say?
He said countertop. I was a fridge person, so we were having this debate. He said it affects the flavor if you put it in the fridge, which I hadn't heard before.
It can. I'm one person at home, so I don't always go through my produce as quickly as I need to, so I put it in the fridge. And this is going to be, so I'm adding mustard powder. This is a new bottle.
Why do you think, as a holistic nutritionist, it can be so difficult for people when approaching a healthier lifestyle, when being told to make everything homemade is better? That feels so overwhelming. So how do you help people kind of get over that hump of, oh, I don't have time for this, or this is too much?
Good question. Really good question. Because, I mean, it's something that I feel like I talk at length about with my private clients. What I would say is, like, choose one thing at a time. Choose something that you feel like you either want to improve, whether that be breakfast or like taking soda out of your diet, right? Just one thing, one substitution, one meal. Start small and then just build. Yep.
It's a good tip, but I really
Good
like my
question.
soda, so.
I hit on a favorite, huh?
You did, but that is true, to make it a little approachable, to start small, and
Yeah.
even those little steps, I think, can help you get some confidence and feel like you can make this work.
Absolutely. I mean, it really, I've found it's the only way. I mean, there are some people who come to me and they're sort of the black and white, all in sort of people, like, all right, I'm going to go home and clean out my pantry tomorrow. That doesn't usually work. It doesn't usually work. So
It's nice to work with that motivation, but you're right, it can.
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it can go away quickly for sure. So you're just mixing that all in.
I'm mixing all of those things, like I said, other than the avocado oil. That's going to go last. So we'll mix this. And then it's about a cup of the avocado oil that I'm adding a little bit at a time.
I think as you mix that up, we'll take a quick break and come back to finish up this recipe, and then
Perfect.
also to have the next option, which is going to be making it as a packed lunch as well. So this is a 2-in-1 recipe. So hang tight, we'll be back right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on tv8vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi there. On today's episode of Good Day Vail is one that you don't want to miss, as I am so grateful to have Amy Phillips and Tamara N. Underwood, and the N stands for Nottingham, of the Town Council of Avon. So please come back and watch Good Day Vail, as you will be enlightened on so many things that you can do to become a better citizen in Avon.
I would shift gears, not away from sustainability, but inclusive as sustainability. Probably the most important thing is to vote for local leaders. I mean, we have leaders on library boards, water and sanitation district, obviously town council, county commissioners. I mean, we don't just need to vote for our senators that go to Washington to represent us well.
I love that.
And one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that metro districts, water districts, electrical cohorts all have very interesting voting rules. So you got to figure out who you're going to be voting for. So you've got to figure out, what metro district am I in? Because if you're in the town of Avon like you are, Avon Wild Ridge Mountain Star, you're in Avon.
Okay.
But if you're in Eaglevale or you're up in Bachelor Gulch or up in Beaver Creek, you have metro districts that actually get a lot of your property tax, or if you're a renter, your property owner's tax. And you need to be aware of all the different entities.
Oh, Amy, what a great idea.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
In America's heartland, living close to the land, there's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. I am super intrigued by Emily, the nutritionist, experience with food. This is great. It's like something that Danielle and I like to call a food cliffhanger. We're going to go right back in and find out from Emily how we are turning back to school dinners into the next day lunches. Let's pick up from where we left off.
We are back with Emily Davis from Whole Essentials Nutrition, continuing this yummy, delicious, healthy recipe, easy for weeknight dinners, and you can make a lunch out of it the next day. So what do we do next?
So we've got the dressing. All you're going to do is chop up some greens, and I've got romaine and kale with me today. You could use something else besides the kale, but give it a try too if you've never used it before. It's really really nutritious.
And I think mixing it with the lettuce also kind of helps with that heaviness and weight if you're
I think
not
so
sure
too.
about it, maybe.
I think so too. Yep. The other thing about like cooking for families and cooking for kids, I hear this all the time. My kids are picky. They won't eat that. I can't do that. They need to be. You need to sort of create the expectation that they're going to see new foods on the dinner table, and without pressuring them into trying things. Just you have them there for them to eat and try. You're eating it too. It just creates the expectation that they're gonna see new things.
I think that's an excellent way to approach that. Just, you're going to see new things, get ready for it, instead of, this is what we're having for dinner, so either eat it or not.
Yeah,
But I like that approach. It's very, I think, a little bit easier for kids to be like, oh, cool, something new, instead of, I'm
Absolutely.
not eating that.
And I think another tip I would say for kids in introducing new things is if there's a way to, like, we could take this meal apart and maybe you let them choose 3 out of the 5 foods. Again, like, no pressure. You don't want to, I come from a time where it was like clean your plate sort of mentality. That's not what we want to encourage. We want them to have some control over it. And so if, like I say, if there's something that you can pick apart or present 5 things and let them choose, then they feel a lot more comfortable choosing those new things.
I think even my teenagers would like that, honestly.
I think so too.
Give them some choice. They like choice.
We all do.
So you're just going to quickly chop this up?
Yeah, so you
and
saw
assemble.
me, like the kale, if you've never used it before, you saw me just kind of take it off the rib. And I'm just doing a quick chop, and that's probably enough for what we're doing right now. And then all I'm really adding is tomatoes and pepitas, I mentioned. And so these are cherry tomatoes. Right now, this is a great time to incorporate tomato because they're, at least where we are, they're local and seasonal and fresh.
Adds that nice pop of color, but it already looks very healthy, very hearty. And the dressing, I have to say, smells delicious. The spices in there came together well.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to add the dressing. You can do it a couple of different ways, but I'm going to add the dressing to the chicken rather than like adding the chicken and then the dressing on top, just because we're going to use it for wraps the next day. So I do want to incorporate it.
Oh, so that way it's a little more mixed in than having the drippy dressing in the wrap. That's brilliant.
So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to add the dressing. Not sure if that you can see, but what I was going for was sort of that thick emulsified.
Oh, it thickened up really well.
Yeah.
Which is why you need the blender.
You do need the blender for this one. So let's start with this and just kind of mix it in.
And that way you get the dressing, the flavor, but not the mess.
Exactly. And I do think the flavor of the dressing does, you get a little bit more of it with the chicken. So I do like it this way. And that seems to be, everyone's a little bit different, but that looks about right to me as far as how much dressing I want with that. So for the dinner, I mean, this is all you're gonna do. Add the chicken to the greens. You can obviously do different vegetables if you wanted. Add vegetables to what I've shown you here.
It's a very adaptable recipe.
It really is this easy too.
Oh, that
so
looks delicious.
Chicken Caesar salad for easy family meal. You've made a little bit of extra chicken for lunches the next day. So again, like, don't overcomplicate things. Choose a dinner that you can then, use those same ingredients in lunch. That's ideal. Oh, I forgot our pepitas. Pepitas, if you've never had them.
I love that. So instead of the croutons, you're adding the pepitas.
Yeah, and you could do sunflower seeds. I just wanted to do pepitas. So there's that.
So there's your dinner, done and done.
There's dinner.
Healthy.
Like I said, like, you can expand and add things to it if that doesn't feel like a meal, but
it looks like a meal to me.
it would be enough for me.
Oh, absolutely.
So then all we're gonna do for lunch, while this is warming up, I'll tell you a little bit about why I chose this. So, good, better, best. This is a cassava flour tortilla, so gluten-free, grain-free. It's a little pricey, right? I think this was maybe $8 at the store that I got. Mission Tortilla brand has some grain-free cauliflower and almond, if I remember right. I like the ingredients in this better. So whole ingredients, coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, cassava flour, xanthan gum for a binder, but very minimal ingredients, and like I say, grain-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free.
Which is so important for many people with allergies, but it's also healthier.
It is. And so I did choose this over some of the Mission brand because there were so many more additives and preservatives in those, even it being a healthier option. So, decide what's important to you. I don't use tortillas very often, to be honest, but I think it's a great thing for school lunches. So I think every now and again a tortilla is fine.
Good, better, best. That's
good, better, best. Yep. Not saying that this is the standard you have to keep, but I do like this for all of those reasons.
Is this something you would assemble the night before, day of? What is best?
I think this would hold up the night before. So you're seeing me, like, this particular brand just needs to be warmed 15 seconds each side. That's all. So you could warm it the night before while you're doing dinner. The only thing that I would do, similar to the salad, right? Like, I would add some of those tomatoes to the chicken mixture while we're kind of waiting. So you didn't buy any extra ingredients other than the tortilla.
So you're just going to add the chicken to the tortilla and the tomatoes, and are you going to throw any lettuce in there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I would. Again, like, even if you think your kid's not going to eat it, I would put it there.
Just in case.
Just in case. So, I mean, I'm going to assemble it kind of like this. Like, I would lay the lettuce leaf down. I'm going to add, like I said, these tomatoes while we're kind of waiting for it to warm. But that's all I'm going to do. And then I've got this little bento box over here, however you pack your lunches. Add some more veggies. This is just sort of what I had on hand. But right, I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. If you've got some fruit, if you've got some veggies, throw those in.
So you just quickly assemble it, stick it in the box.
You got it.
And lunch is done.
I mean, that's all you need. 10, 15 seconds, we're done. So I'm going to bring it back over here. Lettuce.
And great even for, lunches at work, a lunch at your desk.
I mean, yeah, this works equally well for adults as well as kids. Same rules apply.
And if you have an anti-vegetable kid, you can always just leave the vegetables out, wrap it up in the tortilla, and they still have a healthy option for lunch.
You could. And again, I mean, get them used to seeing new things. But it can be that easy.
That's beautiful. Look at that. I love it. Well, Emily, thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
Great ideas. How can we get more information about you and everything that you do?
So I think the best place is probably to go to my website, so wholeessentialsnutrition.com.
Perfect. Well, thanks again for being here today. Excited to dig in and eat, and what a great suggestion, especially during this busy time of year.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tva8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, thanks for joining us. So soccer season is in full swing and Battle Mountain High School entered a game with Glenwood Springs undefeated on the year.
It was a stalemate in the first half where we saw a lot of great saves from each keeper. Giancarlo Areola here for the Demons, and on the other side, Ezekiel Alvarez throwing that right hand up for the block to force the corner kick. But moving over to the second half, we see some action on offense a little over 1 minute in. Jacob Methvin puts the heat on this shot, deflects off Areola into the net. Huskies take that 1-0 lead. 13 minutes later, Demons moving the ball. It's ripped directly to the net. Alvarez is there for the stop, but can't contain the egg, and Gail Mondragon will finish the job, putting that egg in the nest. Later, a penalty kick set up in front of the goal off of a red card given to the Huskies would set up Glenwood Springs in scoring position. Whistle blows, and that's the way the news goes, y'all. Glenwood Springs hands Battle Mountain their first loss of the season, beating the Huskies 2-1. Now, taking a look at some other games around the valley, the Huskies, they're going to seek redemption away at Steamboat Springs, another tough team that's undefeated on the year. With 4 shutouts on the season, they've knocked off Vail Mountain School and Eagle Valley already. The Sailors have only been scored on once this season, so this is going to be a tough matchup for Battle Mountain. Eagle Valley will take on Frontier Academy on Saturday at home in Vail Mountain School, looking to turn their season around against Furita Monument.
Although Glenwood Springs got the best of Battle Mountain on the field, the two teams squared off on the volleyball court, and Battle Mountain was looking for redemption there.
The visiting Demons entered the game 1-2 while Battle Mountain was on the hunt for their second win of the season to go above 500. Serving, it's the senior Husky Lily Suman who puts it into play, and the rally is on. Glenwood Springs not able to make the most of their possessions, so the Huskies, they're going to make them pay. At the net, Gracie Halminski will place this one on the dime where no one can go, and Battle Mountain will take the opening set 25-23. Moving on to the second set, Glenwood Springs serving. The Huskies setting up the spike, which finds its way to Halminski again, and she'll throw it down the Demons' throat to put Battle Mountain up 2-0. On the third set, Huskies with the serve, and Glenwood Springs is there to return with some heat, but that block is just too tough for Marley Geisler, who was a menace all night at that net. And Battle Mountain, they're going to take the sweep over Glenwood Springs 3-0.
We're entering the third week of Eagle Valley Cross Country practice, and head coach Belinda Brandt says the expectations for her team are still sky high despite losing some of their best runners from last season. So we had to catch up with the team to find out what's new with the program and what's next.
So last season, there was a lot of hype around the boys and girls Eagle Valley Cross Country team, and we've already talked with the team a little bit this season. I talked with you earlier, Coach Brandt. Expectations were set very high. We're in week 3 of, fall sports. How do you think the teams have kind of come along this year?
Yeah, we're already really progressing, kind of hitting our goals. The varsity guys wanted to really place in the meets they were competing in, and the 2 times we've ran our varsity squad, they've won both meets so far. The ladies are progressing really nicely, just competing hard and gaining experience every week.
And what have you seen from your boys team? You're down your star runner, Jake Drever, from last year, who's now running up in Boise State, but who's starting to kind of fill his spot on the team? Is your man Mondo right here?
Yep, he's part of it. So I think the good part about this season is that we just have a really strong core of guys, and we have a lot of depth. So we have guys stepping up that we didn't expect, like Jack Packard, Dylan, Tyler, Mondo, Cooper, Jack, Jackson. We have a really strong group, and then we have another group that's really competing behind them. So the guys have been pretty stacked coming in. We had 5 in the top 11 on Friday, which is phenomenal, and more guys right behind him winning the JV meet too.
Okay, and Mondo, a question for you. Season, expectations coming into this year were set pretty high, especially after so many firsts for the boys program last year. How do you think this guys team is really coming together this year, despite maybe being down a few seniors from last year's stellar team?
I mean, I don't think we're down those seniors because they left a legacy. They were like, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna strive for this. And that just kind of stuck through. So they kind of passed that torch down to us, and we're keeping that. So.
And as a unit, what have you guys kind of set your sights on for this season? Is there one goal in particular, or are there many goals? Kind of elaborate on a few.
There's a few. I mean, really, we just want to see each other succeed. I think that's why we do so well, because we get hyped for each other when anyone else does well. As for big goal state-wise, we want to go top 3. I think top 2 is very foreseeable, but top 3 is the goal.
Competing at the state level, that's the highest you can accomplish at the high school level, just about, besides going to nationals. How do you get to that 3rd spot at state?
Work. I don't know. It's about it was the simplest and best answer I could really give. Just work.
Okay, and what's the work ethic like of this, varsity group of boys?
Pretty fun. I think it's the only way to look at these workouts. You're going till you uke. You're going till you uke. You gotta just work hard, and that's what makes it fun. If you're pushing yourself, then obviously you're gonna get better. And if you go into a workout dreading it, and you're like, oh, I feel so bad today. All these negative things, nothing good's gonna happen. So you just go into it, have fun, and you're gonna end up doing better, and you're gonna compete better. So
So if you quote unquote uke, you're doing it right in practice.
Amen. Yeah.
Awesome. And Ginger, you know, expectations are set pretty high for this girls team. Coach Melinda right here explained to me that you guys are getting better and better each day. The progress is there and visible. Explain to me kind of, you know, what's happening in that girls program that's really starting to pick up.
I think we're just trying to have more of a positive environment this season, just to uplift the girls team to do well and like feel proud about how they're running.
Okay, and what have you liked so far from your girls?
Just kind of coming together like after a race and cheering on our teammates as they finish, because obviously cross country is a mentally challenging sport, and so it's just nice to have people surrounding you that understand a bit.
Okay, and same mentality here as Mondo. If you don't uke, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, basically, you want to be proud of how bad you feel at the end.
Right, then that transpires, you know. Even yesterday, the mile repeats, having girls run good times and then get excited about it. You know, like, oh, yeah, it feels good to go hard and then to be proud of yourself. So I think they're really zoning in on that, like how hard it is, but being proud of that accomplishment too.
Okay, and Coach Brandt, what's impressed you the most about this girls team that's seeing progress day to day?
Yeah, I think just talking to each other and communicating. You guys have been doing a good job of that, and the older girls kind of sharing, Ginger and Ellie kind of sharing with the younger girls and taking time out to just show them the ropes and say, hey, we know it's going to hurt. We know this is a tough sport. There's not a lot of girls from the school that are really like excited to run. So the ones of us that are here, let's be really proud of the work we're putting in, and they're doing a good job passing that down to the girls.
Okay, and with that being said, what steps would you like to see your girls team take next in practice to improve, to maybe finish a little better in the next meet?
Yeah, I think it's just keeping that pace going and mentally being positive. When their mindset is positive and they're crushing a workout, that feels really good. When they can break it down into smaller chunks, and you say, okay, I'm doing this track interval, I'm going to focus on this next interval or this next mile I'm running. They have a lot more success when they can chunk it up into smaller pieces.
Okay, awesome. And back to you, Mondo. You know, a lot of firsts for the boys team last season. Are there any like firsts for this program on your mind that you'd like to see this guys team accomplish?
Ooh.
Top three would be first.
Top three would be a first, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll just stick with that answer. I think top three would be solid.
Sticking with top three?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the strongest team that we've had. I mean, we said that last year, but, I mean, keep it through. I mean, hopefully next year they're even better than this year. I mean, I hope that, like the torch thing I said earlier, I hope that just keeps going.
Right on. That's awesome to hear. And, you know, Coach Brandt here was telling me about, you know, playing some ultimate Frisbee today. How rewarding is it, you know, to have kind of a chill day like this, to kind of bond as a team, you know, after all these maybe track workouts and mile repeats that, you know, can take a strain on your mental game and physical well-being?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty great. I think it's just fun. I mean, I think the team works best because if you work together. I mean, cross country is an individual sport technically, but I mean, obviously, when you work better as a team, it all just ends up being better, and it's fun. So,
Coach Brandt, what's kind of the mindset behind doing that?
Just playing, you mean? Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's great to bond over things that aren't running. You know, not everybody's gonna love every workout, or you know, unfortunately, not everybody will have the right mindset every workout, but that's just realistic. So when we can do goofy things, have a team retreat, play silly games, play ultimate, you know, it just gets kids laughing and bonding in a different way, that we just want them to see each other and see the value in each other, and it doesn't always have to come in running.
Okay. And what are you guys working on this week in practice? What are you working to accomplish?
Yeah, I think just getting our minds right for Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell is going to be a big race for the boys. They're racing a lot of 5A teams, and the ladies, we just want to do a fitness check of like, hey, where are we on a flat course where we can really see where we're at in 5K. Really zone in on that training for the next session of our, you know, season for weeks like 5 through 8 as we get ready for the next big meet. But yeah, Liberty Bell is definitely a key meet for us just to see where we stack up.
Okay, awesome. Well, you heard it here, guys. Eagle Valley Cross Country doing their thing and having fun at practice at the same time, and you can catch them this weekend running that Liberty Bell 5K.
Go Devils.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a lot of great things we like to watch on TV. Well, this is super exciting. Gretchen got to sit down with the folks from Ancient Aliens Live. Woo! Let's find out about the show and what they're all about.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw. I'm very stoked on this interview with Giorgio Tsoukalos. I said it correctly. Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. How are you doing, Giorgio?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, Gretchen.
Of course. So before we get into all things aliens, I am so into it, by the way. You have the right person today. We had a little debate in studio who was going to be your new best friend, and I'm hoping you're going to choose me over everyone else.
Of course I would choose you.
Thank you.
Everybody else, never.
Thank you. So Ancient Aliens Live, I just want to know all the things. How did you get into this? Have aliens always been a moment for you, even as a little boy growing up? Why aliens? I want to know.
Well, this is something that I have to lay blame to my grandma and my parents.
Okay.
Because both my grandma and my mom thought it would be a great idea to talk to me about Chariots of the Gods when I was a little boy, and also Atlantis by Edgar Cayce.
Okay.
And so this was something that was dinner table conversation in the house that I grew up in. And then later, Eric von Däniken came along and Kevin Burns from Prometheus. And so those were my influences.
That is so wild and so cool. We did not talk about aliens, and I wish we would have more, because this is something I am so enthused about. I believe that there are aliens walking amongst us right now. I'm pretty sure of it. I really believe that.
Hey, you never know, because, this idea that the ancient astronaut theory proposes that if these aliens exist, then they look like you and me. Yeah. And that, I think, will be the big secret, or is the big secret, that let's say, hypothetically, that a spaceship lands and the hatch opens and they walk out. Yeah. They look like us. Because according to the ancient texts, we were made in their image and not the other way around.
Oh, I'm so into this. I think that is so cool, and I totally believe it. And I have to give you a little shout out. I told many people I was interviewing you today, and people were real excited. So many of my friends have watched your program. They're into it. They love you. You are a very beloved human, at least here in Colorado.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I send back all my love. I feel the love. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, of course. And Utah and everywhere else. I want to know, what are you doing right now? What is the tour all about? What are you stoked about with this?
I'm stoked to take Ancient Aliens, the TV show, on a road show. And it'll be a 90-minute multimedia presentation with myself, David Childress, William Henry, and Nick Pope, where we're addressing questions from the audience. And also, we're visiting the evergreens from the show, like Palenque, Stonehenge, and Göbekli Tepe, Egypt, Pumapunku, all those different places. So if you're a fan of the show, bring your friends, bring your family. It's a fun night out in the town, and it'll be a party. Come to experience it. It's very special.
I feel like everywhere you go, are people drawn to you everywhere you go? You have such awesome energy. I love that you're so passionate about what you do and you believe 100% what you're speaking about, and it's so beautiful. That's such a neat thing that even early on your parents kind of gave you this idea about aliens, and it's something that has really created your whole life and your work. That's pretty neat.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And, you know, the search for extraterrestrial life, or the question of whether or not we're alone in the universe, I mean, that is the ultimate quest. Yeah. It's the ultimate quest to find out, you know, are we alone? Is somebody else out there? And if so, were they already here? Are we going to do the same thing as they did? Will we one day go to another planet and teach a primitive society how to make fire, or to build, or to make agriculture and mathematics and all these things? And I think that the answer to that is a resounding yes, that in the future, we too will go out there and teach.
So cool.
And so the fact that we've had teachers a long time ago, they too had teachers, you play that back. So it's the proliferation of knowledge throughout our galaxy. We are one tiny cogwheel in a gigantic mechanism.
I love that you said that, because anytime I get a little nervous about something or have a weird day, I'm like, I'm just on a spinning rock. It's fine. I'm good. I had a question.
In the end, it's all good, really.
Right?
I mean,
it's all good.
It's a miracle that all of us, everyone is alive. Mm-hmm. We've all sort of started to lose wonder. Many of us, you know, have become cynical, and it's time that, you know, we should step back and appreciate how, you know, we're alive. We are experiencing this world, and we are losing sight of that too. So I think it's a time for all of us to stop and smell the roses.
I love that. You and I definitely have the same vibe. We would be in the same tribe as well, because the other day it was raining, and I was like, and people get frustrated or angry about silly things, and yet there is water falling from the sky and no one's noticing. Pretty big deal, right? Like a little bit of a miracle there. I was wondering, I didn't know, what was your favorite alien show, or what is now show, movie, program, other than your own, of course, about aliens? Was there one that really resonated with you, touched your heart, got you going?
Well, I mean, look, there are many TV shows and movies that have covered the ancient astronaut theory. I mean, one of my favorite ancient astronaut movies is the Nicolas Cage movie from 2009 or 2010 called Knowing.
Okay.
And that is an ancient astronaut story. Or you have, Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger is an ancient astronaut movie where they propose, the terraforming Mars at the end and things like that.
So cool.
Obviously all incredibly fictionalized, but, movies and TV shows have been used as a tool of conditioning. Mm-hmm. This idea that today we're now talking about aliens publicly, and that there have been now in the last 2 months congressional hearings. I mean, that's something that's unprecedented. Right. I really do think that that is the result of years, decades of conditioning through movies, TV shows, including Ancient Aliens, that these topics are now topics that you no longer have to whisper behind your hand. You can openly talk about it.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me 30 years ago that that's one day okay to talk about these things, I was like, never. But here we are. And so this is a positive development.
I love that. Now, Ancient Aliens and your tour, I know I'm very stoked. I definitely want to come check it out. How can everyone go and see where you're going to be?
Well, we have a website called ancientalienslive.tour.com. And on that website, you will see all of our tour dates besides where we are right now. And, I hope to see you at one of these events.
Giorgio,
because it's a thing for the whole family, and it's a fun night out in the town.
Giorgio, you're awesome. I am so stoked. I can't wait to talk all things aliens even more with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
And I hope to see you there.
You definitely will. Thank you so much, Giorgio. I really appreciate it, and I'm stoked to see you.
Thank you, Gretchen. Appreciate it.
Of course, very, very soon. And keep it right here for more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to your second hour of Good Morning Vail on TV8. It's Sunday and it's a beautiful day. What do we have in store for you for this next hour? Well, we have drinking vessels coming on, and we're going to have a really nice chat with the Riverwalk Theatre. They have so many great things going on over there. So sit back and relax. Hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I have never seen so many amazing venues for entertainment than I have since I moved here 15 years ago. Some of my favorites are definitely the Vail Performing Arts Center. This is something that they have that's kicking off the fall underground sound. If you want to get 7 shows and 7 drinks for one amazing price, go to VailarPAC.org because they have so many incredible shows coming up, and you can enjoy the fall underground sound for a great ticket price. So get online today, find out what's coming up, get your tickets, your family packs, and everything else that goes along with it, because they bring us music, dance, comedy, and so much more over at the Vail Performing Arts Center. So check them out today. And of course, we also have the Gerald Ford Amphitheater, which is mostly outdoors, but we have the above topping that we get to sit and enjoy some great shows, including a comedian that is coming up. Who doesn't love comedy, everybody? Well, Bert Kreischer is going on his tour, and he will be at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater. If you want to find out when and get your tickets, go to grfavail.com. Always the greatest stuff going on here in the Valley, and we're always going to let you know what's going on right here at TV8. We'll be right back with more great stuff.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Hey, this is Cece from Good Day Vail, and I suggest that you stay tuned for our episode today. You are going to be overwhelmed with our house concert episode. So join us on Good Day Vail.
For my own compositions, I compose in a neoclassical style, so I'm just very much in the Western classical tradition of music that came from Europe. And then that's what I was trained to play, so I play a lot of that music, but I also like to play a lot of the work of living composers. So at the concert on Sunday, I was playing some work by Carla Bley, who's a jazz pianist. I played a piece by Arturo Marquez, who's a Mexican, still living composer. And I do like to emphasize living composers, but the general theme is that I pick music that I love, and then I pick a selection of pieces that fits well together. Ones that flow nicely from one to the next, and there's a certain amount of contrast, and nobody gets bored.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. America's favorite pastime is going to the movies. Now, we don't have a lot of options out here, but the Riverwalk Theatre is our great option for not only catching a movie, but gathering with friends and family, because they have a walk-up window. You can get your ice cream cone, you can get some popcorn. They have a full bar over there, libations, and actually some homemade food, plus all the great things you get for your movie experience. Gretchen had a chance to go talk to Brant over at the Riverwalk Theatre, which is in Edwards, and we're going to find out all the great things going on, what movies are going to take place, and everything else they have going on over there. Let's find out.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am here with Grant Smith. You might know him from around town, Riverwalk Theatre. How are you doing, Grant?
Gretchen, I'm awesome. I got my kids off to school.
I know.
And ran down here, and
I love
glad
that.
to be here. So thanks for
you
having me.
Well, and thanks for coming so early in the morning. And I thought when I asked you, I was thinking about this moment. I'm like, you have children. How are you going to get here so early? And I appreciate you making the time.
Yeah, my wife helps
You guys
with
are
that.
stellar.
So yeah.
Well, and I have to say this early on, before I had actually met you, I had heard about you and your wife and your children from numerous people in this community. You're very beloved.
Oh,
It's
well,
true.
Well, thanks for saying it.
I really mean that. Truly.
Well, thanks for saying that. I've been here in Eagle County for 20 years,
Right.
and this is our home, and
Yeah.
try to run a business with that in mind.
Well,
This
and
is our
Grant,
home.
that's what I think is so beautiful, because Riverwalk Theatre, Grant knows, I am going to call myself out, little nerdy of me, but I live across the street. I literally have gone to every movie this summer, except for, I told you, the Ninja Turtles. I was in Michigan.
It's your job.
I know, I can watch it though, it's
You know what? Maybe we can work something out. You can come see the theater. We can figure something out.
I mean, I could do a party there.
Right.
You can buy the space. We'll get into all of that. But I will say it's such a neat moment at Riverwalk, because it is such a local vibe. And I know that tons of people, that come in to visit Edwards and Vail will come to the Riverwalk as well. But for me, it just feels so safe, like I'm at home. And I love, every time I go, I run into not one, not two, but like 30 people I know. And I dig it. I love that.
Well, thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that makes me happy, because honestly, like I tell staff, we talk our team, and
Right.
the way we approach is we want the Riverwalk Theater to be kind of the living room of
100%.
Eagle County.
Yeah.
We want people, and we want our staff to welcome people in. We want people from all walks of life.
You have the best staff.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. And we've worked really hard on that, and we've had a lot of, it's great. We're blessed.
The last time I was in there, what was the last movie I just went to see? Oh, Oppenheimer. We were just talking about that. I was high-fiving everyone behind the counter, and this woman behind me was like, wait, do you know all these people? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've lived here for 10 years. She's like, that's so rad. You just have an incredible, from the moment you walk in, you buy maybe a cocktail, maybe a soda, all the food, of course, candy, food, etc. You just feel so happy and stoked to be there. So you did a great job. You've done a great job, Grant.
Thanks. No, appreciate it. And not me, it's a team.
Right.
The Riverwalk Theater predated our involvement in it, and we're just kind of trying to keep the good things rolling,
Right,
and
good vibes.
add some things, and keep it super simple, and just keep it just really true to what we're doing. So yeah.
And it's such a beautiful theater, and it's so old school feel. How long, you said it before how long has it been there, the Riverwalk Theater?
Yeah, so the Riverwalk Theater was built in 1995.
Okay.
I believe the first screening was in 1995, and I've been told it was Waterworld. It was the first movie ever shown. So
funny.
couple friends living here, locals, grew up here, tell me that they were at that first show. And
that's so
I've checked
cool.
with the previous owner, and that sounds to check out. Yeah, I think it was like January 95.
That's
I
a
think
cool
is
piece of
what
trivia.
it is.
I
Yeah.
dig it. I like that. So I know that this summer, the blockbuster summer big films have been brilliant. You said you're keeping Barbie, obviously, and we have some new films that are heading our direction.
Yep. Yeah, just worth to mention, today's the last day for Oppenheimer.
Yes.
I'm going to be watching it today, so if you want to come watch Oppenheimer with me, come
Honestly,
on down.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, I would love to see it a second time.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm stoked about just seeing that story, understanding it. Blocked out 3 hours of my day to day to watch it. Barbie's going to carry over for one more week.
Good.
Which that's done phenomenal, and I saw that finally last week, which I loved.
Right.
Honestly,
isn't that neat?
I laughed. I cried.
Yes.
I just thought it was so. I thought it was good. It was funny.
Such a powerful movie too. I think so powerful.
Yeah, it was nice, refreshing. Not what most people would expect.
Agreed.
I mean, come prepared to think.
Yes.
A little bit more than
100%.
and which I think is just kind of a. I don't know. Speaks to the irony of Barbie, right?
I agree.
And so that movie did great, and it continues to do great. So please come down and see that. Yeah, a couple new movies come out on Fridays, as you know.
Super
so
stoked.
Every Friday we got new movies coming in. This week in particular, Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that whole series, the movies.
Yeah,
they're great.
Yeah, maybe call that one a popcorn movie, right?
Yes.
Just come on in,
Yeah.
just have a good time, nice and easy.
You can just chill, smile, not think a lot. That's the best.
Right.
I love
right.
that.
Yeah. All movies need to be Oppenheimer,
Right.
right? There's different types of movies,
100%.
different types of
And
people,
sometimes
different
you're
type of
not
moods.
in the mood like we were talking about. I've done that before where I'm not in the best mood for a movie and I go in and I don't even see it. I can't feel it. You're not there.
Right.
So yeah, you go for your moods, movies and moods. I feel that.
And then The Nun 2, which is kind of a horror
It looks
film.
freaky.
not my cup of
Same.
tea. Like
I get too nervous.
Yeah, which I've actually heard that seeing scary movies can help reduce anxiety.
Okay,
so
I've
maybe
heard
maybe I need to see these.
I've read
right?
that too because it said it makes your life seem not so bad,
Right.
and I'm like, makes
Right.
sense.
You
There
can
go.
get through that. You can get through anything,
Yeah.
right? So that comes out as well. Denzel film Equalizer.
I really want to see this.
yeah,
Have you heard anything about that? Like any feedback?
I mean,
It's Denzel.
Exactly? What else do you need
He's
to say,
amazing,
right?
yeah.
Denzel. And then, of course, Barbie
Yes.
is carrying over for another week.
Good.
So that's kind of our lineup. You can see all this times at riverwalktheater.com. Schedule's up and rolling.
And you do a great job. I need to give a shout out on Instagram as well. There's so much rolling through, and you can really, that's where, I go on the website, but also Instagram too.
Yeah, well, thanks. And I take zero credit for that. One of our team members, Kenzie, who handles all our social media stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear you say that because
100%.
I think she does an amazing job.
Amazing job, yeah.
And it's fun. I honestly would like to see more engagement on there.
Yeah.
I like for people just kind of increase our community.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do that, but
We can do that.
yeah, we try to keep it fun. you
Yeah,
know,
and it's so great that it shows up there and you can see the food. How are we like skipping over this whole moment of the food? You know, I've had the brisket nachos. I've had so many different items, and you keep on changing it. Wait, BBQ brisket quesadilla.
Yeah, that's a new item. You know, we've had a pork quesadilla on our menu for quite a while, and just a regular cheese quesadilla for kids. And all the guides from Vail Valley anglers kind of hang out after their trips. And those guys were always requesting brisket on the quesadilla.
So then you
so we said,
get her
well,
done.
why not just make that a menu item? So that's kind of new. I had that for lunch yesterday. It was
and
delicious.
we were saying that too. Now you have such good food and ice cream, etc. I see people all the time, and even having a cocktail or a soda for younger kids, or even myself, I'm not drinking, like sodas. You can go out there and have some fun, and just chill on the patio. It's really beautiful. Or come in, and the space right
in front of the bar.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something that we've continued to try to grow that portion of our business, non-theater related business. It's kind of been slow going, quite honestly. You know, people just still really associate us with just movies. And obviously that's great. But we're about to be launching our online ordering platform, which is going to enable people, and our food's kind of, I think, set up to do that. You know, hopefully we get some of the kids from Battle Mountain coming over and grabbing lunch and just popping in, you know, people at the Riverwalk. So yeah, we're really trying to grow our F&B side of things for sure.
I love that. Well, I have a big question. You know, I love my girl Taylor Swift. Do you have some news for us about Taylor?
I do. I got big news. I mean, Taylor Swift's coming to the Riverwalk Theatre October 13th. You know, this is obviously like a cultural phenomenon that I don't quite understand. You know, I got 2 young boys.
So that's a little harder to grasp.
It is, but like, trust me, I got people in my ear texting me like, is this coming? Is this coming? And yeah, of course it is. So I'll be scheduling the times and days for the public screenings of Taylor Swift
And Grant,
tour.
can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just so excited.
Please.
For Barbie, you guys did an awesome Barbie. You did a couple, actually, Barbie parties. I mean, you had the Barbie with the DJ and the box was outside, but I feel like every time someone went to the Barbie movie, it was a party in itself. I saw everyone dressed up. Are you going to do a Taylor Swift moment?
We're gonna do Taylor Swift party. Yes. It sounds like.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Deuce, who's one of our team members, is a DJ.
Cool.
He DJs in Vail.
Oh, I know him. Yeah.
And so now Deuce is DJing for us a little bit here and there. So I think we'll get him spinning some tunes. Night of the opener is October 13th.
October 13th.
And yeah, listen, Barbie was wild. It was unbelievable and like
insane.
But it was, the vibes, quite honestly, were just, they were fantastic. It was all like love and just, I mean, if I can say this, it was women.
100%.
And in a way, this Taylor Swift thing's gonna be the same thing. So like, shout out to ladies out there because kind of bringing in just like really good vibes and friends and family members and women by themselves and big groups and just everybody coming in and seeing that, and it was really great to see and continue to see. So
Grant, we are so happy to have you here, and I think you need to come back because we have a lot more to talk about. 10 minutes isn't long enough for us. We need more.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy to come anytime.
Grant, you're awesome. Riverwalk Theatre. You can check him out on the website as well. You can go to Instagram. You can all the different ways. Then check out the movies. Riverwalk.
Riverwalktheater.com, on Instagram, on Twitter, and come check us out.
Awesome. And keep it right here. We have more. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. Gretchen had such a big week, and it's super exciting because she got to talk to so many great people. There's a place out here called Drinking Vessels. It's where you blow glass. I love that. You can really make some amazing things. I thought she might be blowing glass, but no, she just has a great interview with the guys to find out all about drinking vessels. Let's take a look right now and see.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I have a dear friend with me here on the couch, and I'm so excited. Stanton Morris of Drinking Vessels, the man, the myth, the legend. I know everything. We were talking this whole time. We kind of forgot we were about to be on Good Morning Vail. How are you doing, Stanton?
I'm doing absolutely great. Another beautiful Vail morning.
As always, I love it. And is this the Drinking
This
Vessels
is
logo?
The Drinking Vessels logo right here.
I
that we
dig
got on
it.
this
I
morning.
like
So
that.
you can find it on the bottom of our cups.
So
absolutely,
cool.
check it out or pick up a T-shirt yourself.
That's awesome.
We'll style you out.
Yeah, you will. We have so much to talk about. To dive right into this, I am holding, as you see, a piece of glass, very beautiful, and we were talking all things glass. Now, Stanton, you were telling me that people get very, very connected to glass, especially even if they buy it from someone else who makes it like you, and or maybe if they make it themselves, right?
Absolutely. You know, that's one of the things that I was saying earlier, that the fascination of glass to folks, it's never stopped amazing me in all the years I've been doing it. Whether it's a gift from somebody, whether they make it from themselves, whether it was a family heirloom that was handed down. Glass seems to form a very special attachment in people's lives or in their heart, sentimental reasons.
Right.
It's really neat to be able to like craft something that somebody takes home and holds so dear to them.
I love that. And Stanton, you've been blowing glass for a really, really long time. Can we ask how many years?
I'm going into my about 26 and a half years now.
That's
blowing
amazing.
glass. So yes,
That's brilliant.
It's been quite a journey. It's been quite a journey that constantly having fun with, never stopping. The progression level is always coming. The interest is always there.
Right.
It's like a perpetual learning cycle. You know, it's like when you think you're really good at it, you know, then you kind of find like a very humbling day, and you go back to your basics, and then, you know, start flowing with it again. So, you know, like it's like anything else, you know, some days are good and some days it doesn't actually work. So those are the days you turn it off and just go fishing.
I love
you know?
that. Well, and you were saying to me off camera, Drinking Vessels, you guys are forever having new items in there. You have new glass coming in daily, is that correct?
Absolutely.
And you're creating, obviously, every single day. And I know, well, the glass that you can see in front of us, beautiful, beautiful glass.
Thank you.
And I love the concept that you can go into Drinking Vessels. Not only can you go and buy glass, you can get a class. You can come and get a class straight from the artiste himself, which is pretty awesome.
We're actually very excited about offering the glass blowing classes. It's something absolutely new to the Vail Valley here. You know, a lot of folks come here and they ski, snowboard, or they come ATVing or hiking or mountain biking.
Right.
And then sometimes you always hear like, well, what else is there to do in the valley?
Yeah.
Well, we would like to offer, you know, a glass blowing class. It's something that, you know, it's an experience that you're going to carry the rest of your life. You know, it's something that if you even remotely feel like you have a creative side in it, you are capable of it. A lot of folks step up and they go like, I don't know about that. It's actually, it's a lot more fun than you think it would be. You know, I recommend it to everybody to come and check it out. We do offer classes. We can do individual classes, two people usually per one artist. We are offering group classes too as well. The group classes are really fun. You know, gather up a group of friends, come over. We spend 2 hours in there. We, in fact, just did a cocktail birthday party for some folks.
What a cool idea.
A group
That's
of 8
awesome.
came over from a group of Arrowhead folks, actually, here, locals.
Right.
Came over, and they were kind of like a cocktail club. And and so what we ended up doing was making cocktail swizzle sticks, stir sticks, for their cocktails. And when they were leaving, they were actually able to take their cocktail stir sticks with them. And I'm sure that's something they're going to take home and hang on to for the rest of their lives. So.
See, and that's so brilliant because I didn't even think of that. You can make, because I think drinking vessels, obviously drinking vessels, and but you can make. We were speaking again off camera, like ornaments. You can make swivel sticks. You can make something just to give as a keepsake that someone could keep in their pocket. It's really. And I had a question for you. As I was watching you do your work and in your flow, do you get almost into a meditative state of being when you do that? Is it therapeutic? Because I can only imagine you get in the zone and you feel
it is
calming, a calming presence about blowing glass.
That's one of the things about it. It is one of those jobs after 26 and a half years. I look up and I go like, where did the day go?
Right.
It goes by and you're so involved in what you do. Once I sit down and I kind of turn the torch on, I tend to kind of go to my own little planet, and away from it. Nothing else is going on around me. You have to give it that kind of detail. My love for the art is tremendous in me, and it's hard to imagine life without doing it.
And you can feel that from you, which I love. And I don't know if I've ever asked you this, and I'm sorry if I did, but we're going back to this. How did you get into this? I don't know if you told me ever how you got started.
Interestingly enough, I was at Six Flags over Texas in Houston. And I was about 8 years old, and I remember seeing a gentleman making these Pyrex swans, and he would fill them full of purple water, and they were all in it. And amusement park rides, everything all around me, and I can remember standing there, and all I wanted to do was watch him blow glass and make swans.
I love that.
And I never forgot that, and I always carried that. And when I got older and I was in college, I kind of ran into some friends, and they said, "Oh, we know some glass blowers here in town." And I said, "You got to introduce me." And I said, "I want to see this." I went over and I saw it. I made friends with the guys, and I said, "Hey, what do you guys think about teaching somebody?" They said, "Well, yeah, absolutely." So before I ever even blew glass, I bought a torch, tank, tools. I bought all the glass and everything before I'd ever done it because I knew it was something that I had to be a part of. About a month later, my interest really started to skyrocket with it, and I quit being a medic. And I was actually, I was an EMT, and I quit being an EMT, and I went to the Penland School of Arts full time, and graduated there in glass blowing and structural design. And glass blowing took me on further into blacksmithing, and I was able to incorporate glass blowing and blacksmithing together.
So cool.
And it's brought us here to date.
So I feel like it almost found you. It was meant to be.
It was definitely something that grabbed my interest, from ground zero, and
I love that.
It's never stopped growing.
That's so awesome. So tell us a little bit, if someone, I don't know anyone in this valley that would not know about drinking vessels, but if you don't know where it's located or how to find drinking vessels.
Yeah, we're Drinking Vessels. We're located in the Jerry Sibley building right over in Minturn. Very easy to find. It is our main base of operations. There's Bat Country Studios. We do have a gallery inside if anybody wants to come and check out, all the different products that we have on available. All they got to do is just give us a call. They can contact us at drinkingvessels.com or hashtag drinkingvessels. I always highly recommend everybody go on Instagram and check out Drinking Vessels on Instagram. It gives you the most updated version of what's in and out of our studio.
Could we say Ben is on top of
Ben
that?
is very on top of it.
Big up for that.
Ben, if you're listening this morning, shout out to you, buddy. The man is constantly live streaming every day.
He is.
We have free stuff Fridays, giveaway Sundays. He'll barter with you if you really are looking to pick up more than one or something. We're not scared to make deals.
That's awesome.
So yeah, definitely, and you can also find out about our classes at drinkingvessels.com. And if you guys have more than one person, or more than, I should say, two, if you're thinking about a group, definitely contact us. We are in the process of putting an online or an online sign-up form with our website. Until we have that going, you can just contact us directly, once again, like I said, at drinkingvessels.com or #drinkingvessels.
And you said that you have one more live show and maybe some more to come this fall as well?
We have one more live performance that we're going to be doing, and that'll be this Saturday at the Minturn Market.
Cool.
Usually what we do there is set everything up and have retail wear, but we also do kind of like, you remember that old candy dish at Grandma's house that had the clamshell shaped top on it? I make quite a bit of those like there, and what it is, it gives everybody something that they've seen before.
Right.
And it's usually a pretty quick demo. I do one every hour, and so you can catch us there. Minturn Market starts at 9 and ends at 2.
Awesome. Stanton, you are so amazing.
And also, I'd like to give a quick shout for Minturn for being so gracious to us this year, giving us a place to perform. And if you guys haven't been to the Minturn Market yet this summer, please go. This is your last one coming up this Saturday.
I love the local love. We're all about that here on Good Morning Vail.
Absolutely. Always support your local artists best you can.
And I really mean this. It's so obvious how much you love what you do, and it comes through in your glass, and we're honored to have you here. You're one of my new favorite human beings.
Honored to be here. Well, thank you.
Love this one. Thank you so much. And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
You're watching Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I'm a huge fan of chicken, actually. That's about my favorite protein, and I eat it most of the time. So what we're gonna do is super season it, like lots of salt and pepper over every little part of your chicken breast. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, coat it. I have my oven at 350 degrees, and I'm going to turn this up a little tiny bit because I turned it down, you know, because of that whole summertime heat thing. And what happens when you have your hot pan, you put 2 cold chicken breasts in it, the pan automatically gets a little bit cooler. So crank it up a little bit when you're about to put your chicken in. We're going to put that raw chicken breast right in there. You can kind of hear the sizzle. I wish we had a little more sizzle, but that was my fault. I was just talking too much. Okay, so there we go. We have the chicken seasoned on one side, but with every good protein, you need to season it on every single side. Now, I'm pretty specific about my seasoning. I like every single bite to have a little salt and pepper. Okay, I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. We're gonna sear each side of the chicken, and then we're gonna put it in the oven at 350 degrees. This is a method that you can do on the grill as well. So if you're grilling and you have your grill really hot, fiery hot, you put your chicken on, you sear it up, you flip your chicken over, and you sear it up again. Then you can either put it in a cast iron pan or a baking sheet and finish it in the oven. This is a trick a lot of chefs use when they're mass producing. Like if I'm cooking filet mignon for 20 people, I will sear it up and then I'll let it cool, and then I'll pop it in the oven right before it's time to eat for about 15 minutes, and it gets to a perfect medium rare temperature. So this is a nice method. Okay, so you want to get a nice sear, a nice color on both sides of your chicken breast. And then we're going to let that sear up for a few more minutes. I'm going to pop it in the oven, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get our Colorado sweet corn out. I just actually cleaned all this corn up. Look at all that stuff hanging off of there. You want to cook it pretty quickly, and then you want to cool it down for this salad. So what I'm going to do is pop this chicken in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to finish baking it that way. So it's kind of off the stove. It's going to cook to perfection, and then we're going to have a nice chicken breast, lean and delicious, that we can enjoy. So I'm going to put this in the oven. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, corn salad is on its way. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. I am Tracy Miller, and we've got some chicken in the oven, and we're also making a corn salad today. It's a really nice, light summertime dinner. To complete the meal, first of all, we have our fresh corn, which here in Colorado, we've got some good corn. So I'm just going to pop that in the boiling water, and I'm literally going to boil that for probably about 2 or 3 minutes. Everybody overcooks their corn. You don't need to cook corn very long to keep that nice little pop that corn has. I also have some fingerling potatoes, which I am a huge potato fan. They fill me up. They're pretty basic and easy to make. So what I've done is I've boiled the potatoes in water, and then I've sliced them. Now I have some olive oil in my pan, and I'm just going to fry them up just a little bit. You can also bake them in the oven if you want to. That just gives them a little bit of a crispiness that's going to make them really delicious and decadent. And of course, we are going to season these with a lot of salt and pepper. And veggies are so good and healthy for you. They have a lot of water in them, but they also need a lot of seasoning. So we're going to get those kind of flat on the pan. Notice how I have them spread out. Whenever you're cooking anything in your pan, you want to spread it out. Give everything a lot of space to get the heat around. That's the same if you're doing something in the oven, if you're doing something on a baking sheet. Don't clump it all together. Give it some space so that everything can get some heat around it, and it can all get nice and crispy and cook really well. So what I have is parsley and cilantro right here, and I forgot my brand new knife, so I have to use a knife here in the kitchen. But I'm just going to try to mince this up really nicely. Not sure my knife is going to cooperate with that, because you know, the sharper knife you have, the better off that's going to be. But we're going to just do some parsley and some cilantro mixed together. I'm going to do a lot of salt and pepper. some red wine vinegar. This is what makes it really fun and fresh. And look at how low calorie this is going to be too. So it's going to give you some good flavor on that chicken breast, but it's not going to cost you a lot of calories. We're also going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. And this depends on how much you like olive oil. Add the extra virgin olive oil if you really like the flavor. Add a lighter olive oil if you don't want quite as much olive oil flavor to it. So we're just going to let that sit and kind of absorb all those flavors. Get that red wine vinegar. I can smell that vinegar and it smells really good. I'm going to actually add a few more herbs to the top of that. And then we're just going to let this sit and relax. And you don't have to let it sit and relax for too long. I would say like 10 or 15 minutes. It's kind of one of those things that you want to make right around go time, and you want to be able to serve it fresh because that's what it is. It's really fresh. So we've got a low-cal chimichurri here. It originates from Argentina. Good on any meat. I put it on steak quite a bit. You can even use it as a taco seasoner if you wanted to like put it on top of your taco or something like that. But right now, we're just going to save it for the chicken. All right, looks like our corn is possibly done. So let me grab some tongs here and just get that right out of there. See, that looks nice. And it's still kind of firm. It's not mushy at all. So what's going to happen now is we are going to just let that cool down for a second, and then I'm going to cut all the corn off to make the corn salad. I think one of the reasons why I was like doing this corn salad is because both my daughters had braces and neither one of them could eat corn, and I was like, had to cut the corn off all the time, and I'm like, hey, wait, I remember this. This is kind of a nice way to eat corn. Doesn't get stuck in your teeth. Chimichurri is a stuck in your teeth kind of dish too, so if you're eating it with a friend, that's the way to go because that cilantro might stick around. You have to ask, hey friend, do I have anything in my teeth? Can't be on a date or anything like that, you know, a new date. All right, so we're going to crank the potatoes up. We just want to get a little crisp on them. We have the chicken cooking in the oven. I've seared it on both sides. I've popped it in the oven at 350. It's probably going to take about 20-25 minutes to reach 165. We're going to pull that out. We're going to let it rest for a minute, and then we're going to slice it up. We are going to put it on top of the potatoes, and then we are going to make the corn salad. I'm going to pop the corn under some cold water while we take a quick break. When we return, it is a Mexican corn salad that I really think you're going to like a lot. So stick around. We've got chicken in the oven. We're making a corn salad. This is going to be a nice light dinner for you and your family. I think the chicken is all done. So it's in the cast iron pan. I've had it in the oven at 350 for maybe about 20 minutes or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it out of the cast iron pan so that it doesn't cook any more than it already is going to. These are massive chicken breasts. I think that can feed a family of 3 to 4. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of take all the corn off. I don't know why, but I really like doing this. And look at how fresh and poppy, for lack of a better word, this corn is. All right, so I have the corn. I also have romaine, and I'm just going to put the corn, and I cooled the corn down under cold water. You blanch it, you boil it, and then you put it in cold water. It keeps that beautiful color. All right, I like spice, and I like jalapeno spice. We're gonna make it nice and spicy with the seeds and the stems, a raw jalapeno, which I like as well, and then we're gonna put that in there. So we have romaine, we have fresh corn, we have a little bit of jalapeno, and then a mixture of mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, lime juice, chili powder, and a little bit of olive oil. So I've made that up. So here we go, we have our salad. I'm gonna move it over to our platter because we've got the chicken waiting there, which I'm gonna slice. We're gonna put the salad, and see, maybe this is a good way to do it because now the corn's on the bottom, so if I serve it like this, like all the lettuce is on top, this salad is delicious. You will absolutely love it. Now I think we're getting ready to slice the chicken, so we're gonna kind of do our grand finale in just a moment. We're making grilled chicken breast, corn salad. We've got most of it made. I'm gonna take a quick break, wash my hands, clean this place up a little bit, and then show you how it's done when we're done. Welcome back. back. I got to get Maddie Evans in the kitchen. Maddie, how you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to try this right now, though.
Okay, good. I have a piece of chicken there for you. I hear you're a big fan of chicken, so give it a bite.
Right,
I cooked it in the oven, and it has to have a little bit of moisture, which it was pretty juicy when I was cooking it. So there you go. Tell me, does it have some moisture in it? Is it pretty good? Did you get a little bit of the corn salad in there too?
Oh my gosh,
she likes it.
That chicken is amazing.
It's good. That's how you cook it. You sear it up, you finish it in the oven. You can do that with any meat that you have. We will have all the recipes online. We've got fingerling potatoes. Have a little more. How's it going? You're back on TV.
I'm back. It's amazing, but you can't talk to me now because I'm going to stuff my face.
Okay, so we've got the corn salad. This is a perfect summer dish. It's healthy, it's high in protein, it's low in calories, and it's going to taste good if you'd like to make it for your family or even for a party. Like you could do this on a platter for a party. I'm Tracy Miller. That's Maddie Evans. This is Colorful Cooking. Thanks for watching.
Good morning, Vail.
Spooky and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. Nothing depicts Colorado culture like a great store. Now, Kimosabi, located in Vail, is amazing. They have such beautiful things. Avisha got to go out and check out the store. Let's see all the fun she got to have.
Hi friends, Avisha Scarborough here. Welcome to Vail Vibes. We are right in the heart of Vail Village, and I'm about to take you hat shopping at one of Colorado's most iconic stores. There's something about the cowboy hat, a symbol of classic Americana that never goes out of style. And if you're looking for the real deal, Angelica Hastings says come to Kimosabi.
We sell Stetsons and our own Kimosabi hats, and they're all made the old-fashioned way. There isn't a better way of doing them. Even the machines that make them are from the early 1900s. So they're very true to the original cowboy hats and very authentic.
She says putting on a cowboy hat immediately boosts your confidence.
You have a little bit of swagger with a hat on, and people look at you different, and they, they're like, ooh, who is that cool girl? So hats are fun.
And part of the fun is the experience of shopping itself. She says that all Kimosabi employees go through extensive training on all things hats in order to provide the best service to customers.
It's very exciting for them to come here and get their hat, and we like to focus on them.
And since I'm shopping for a new cowboy hat, she gave me a taste of what Kimosabi customer service is all about, starting with sizing, followed by trying on hats and more hats. And once you find the right one, it's time for the best part, personalizing your hat with hat bands, feathers, charms, jewels, and even miniature knives. This is Leah Bilski. She got her first custom hat when she started working at Kimosabi almost 2 years ago.
Like, you have a hat on, you can basically do anything.
And hats aren't the only thing they sell. There's boots, bags, belts.
Today I'm wearing these.
And of course,
These
lots
are
of
some
jewelry.
favorites of mine. Now this you need to see right side up.
This is Nancy Rose, owner of The Good Stuff. She says a Kimosabi hat is the perfect accessory to go with her jewelry.
I like the word edgy because my jewelry is a little edgy too. And it sort of works with my turquoise jewelry.
And if you want to turn your shopping experience into more of a party, you can do that here in Kimosabi's VIP room. This room is reserved for their super VIP customers, but almost anyone can rent it out for a special occasion.
A lot of bachelorette parties, for sure. Really anything. We've even had a baby shower here. Yeah.
And about as much attention to detail that goes into their hats went into decorating this room.
This is our bar. We found it in Pennsylvania. It's an old saloon bar from the turn of the century. So it's the real deal.
Whether you're shopping or just browsing, Angelica says come on by this store for a fun experience. And like the founder Tom Yoder likes to say, anyone can be a cowboy, even just for a day. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Susie.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Thank you so much for tuning in to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. We have a really big week ahead of us, so get ready. We have so many great people here on TV8 to make your week wonderful. We have myself, we have Gretchen, we have Avisha, we have Kim, we have Danielle, we have Kevin, and we have Mark, and everybody in the back of the house. We also have Ben, and just thanks to everybody who takes great care of us. Brett and Nick, we are one big happy family here at TV8, so get ready for another big week with all your favorite hosts right here. It's Good Morning Vail, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
When you're in Vail,